Hey, what's going on? This video is on string muting uh, and how to make your chords sound like the pros do. Here's what I mean by that. I'm playing this just standard C chord, and I hit all 6 strings, but this 6th string just won't ring. You won't hear it ringing out. And the reason why is because I'm muting it. And there's different ways to do that, and I'll just go over a couple different ways. Alright, so I noticed when I was first starting to play that, especially with the D chord, you're shooting to hit 4 strings, how hard that was to kind of try to accurately hit it with just 4 strings, and then it was so easy to get excited or play all 6 at different times. Later on I learned about string muting, which is ways to just kind of make sure only the ones that you want to ring. Okay, so one of the main ones that I do is as I'm doing a C chord, I noticed guitar players that were professionals had their thumb over the top. And what it does is my thumb is he's leaning over the top, and he's not pressing down anything on the 6th string. He's just kind of holding it, so it won't ring. You won't hear it ring. It'll just kind of thud, which won't take away and let that 6th string ring open. So learning to use your thumb like that. I have my thumb over the top a lot. G. When I go to an A minor, I only want 5 to ring, so my thumb will be over the top again. Here's another trick that I do a lot. With this C, especially with people whose hands are maybe a little bit smaller, sometimes it's hard to get that thumb over the top. Like a C, what I'll do is I double mute it. So this finger, my ring finger on this one, he can kind of cheat up towards that 6th string. So he's pressing down that 5th string real nice and good, but he's also leaning up against that 6th string. So that one won't ring. So it's kind of opposite of trying to have your fingers all real pointy and good, so they're only touching one string and not touching any other strings. With string muting, a lot of times you want this finger to not only press down this 5th string, but also touch up against the 6th string. Yeah, kind of like that. You can kind of see it. Good. Couple other ideas. D chord a lot of times. D chord's hard to get 4 to ring out. A lot of times if I'm doing a D sus with my pinky down, I'll take my middle finger up. I stopped doing this with my students because they thought I was pressing down stuff, and it would confuse them sometimes if they were looking at my fingers. So what I'm doing is I'm just touching that 6th string and the 5th string with my middle finger, so they won't ring. All the rest will. I do that with the D too as well, if my middle finger's off. But then a lot of times if I'm doing just a D regular, it really sounds pretty decent if that 5th string rings okay. So I'll just have my thumb over the top, and I won't worry too much about having the 5th string ring there. So really, those are the ideas. Usually the main one is the thumb. Learning to be comfortable. The thumb's not doing too much anyway. A lot of times if you can just, instead of just having it back here or up here somewhere, you can just barely touch over on the string. That's one of the main ones. And then also with the top finger, a lot of times having that one touch up against strings you don't want to ring. So anyway, that's just a little bit on string muting and making your strings sound, making your chords sound more like professionals. So anyway, thanks for watching. See ya.